A very good morning, children. So this video is on chapter 2, Life of Man through the Stone Age, for class 6 history. You can refer to page number 9 in your textbook. So the modern human beings have appeared or have started living on this earth since 1,20,000 years ago. The continent of Africa, or Africa, is cited or referred as an example as the first homeland of the early humans. So human beings' first home was known as Africa. If you look at the table on the left side in your page 9, with the heading Main Ages of the Past of Mankind, we come to know that there are 4 important ages with different metals known to them. Namely, the first one is known as Stone Age, which signifies that stone and rocks were known to them, as it is easily available or found in various landforms of the earth. You find rocks anywhere. Wherever you go, you find rocks. So stone was the first thing, they knew before they knew about metals. They used stone, or stone tools at first to hunt animals and use it as an instrument or an object or tool for cutting the meat, for cutting the trees, digging the earth, etc. So this was the first tool that was known to the humans. After stone tool, with the discovery of copper, with the discovery of copper during the Chalcolithic age, Chalcolithic. Chalcolithic age is known as copper stone tool. So Chalcolithic age is known as Copper Age. It is also known as Copper Age, where copper was also known to them as well as stone was known to them. Are you getting my point? So this is known as the Copper Age. This is known as the Copper Age, Chalcolithic Age. With the discovery of copper during Chalcolithic Age marked the beginning of age of metals. Now, after stone, the first metal that they discovered was copper. So it is known as the age of metals because the first metal known to them was known as copper. Both stone and copper tools were used during this period for making for making instruments or tools, for making weapons, etc. Knives, etc. or digging implements, etc. So both copper and stone tools were used. When they discovered tin after copper, so after copper, they discovered tin, Tin, tin. Do you know what is a tin? So when they discovered tin after copper, they found out that when you mix copper plus tin, you get bronze. So when you mix copper, so copper is mixed with tin, and this process is called melting. This process is called melting. Which process? MELTING. Melting of metals. So when you melt copper plus tin, you get bronze. Are you getting my point? So when they mix copper and tin, they got bronze, which is harder than both metals like copper and tin. Are you understanding? So this started the Bronze Age. The dates are written in a book. You can refer to the dates also. So this started the Bronze Age, or use of bronze as metal, copper as metal, as well as stone. So by now they knew about copper, they knew about stone, they knew about bronze as well as tin. Are you understanding? During this age. Lastly, they discovered iron. With the help of iron, now humans can make better weapons, better tools, better instruments, and now they can make better homes also, and agricultural implements. And other metals like copper, bronze and tin were used for various other purposes like making utensils. Do you know what is utensils? Bhara Bartan. Okay, are you understanding? For serving the food, for cooking the food, or for, okay, keeping the food. Are you understanding? So, the Stone Age was the longest of all the ages. Please underline that one. The Stone Age. In your book, please underline that one. The Stone Age was the longest of all the ages. It is below that table. Okay. So, it started from 5 lakh BCE. BCE and ended around 4000 BCE. Now, last time only I told you what is BCE mean. BCE means BC. Yeah. Before Common Era is also known as before Christ. No? And CE is also known as AD. So, CE means Common Era is also known as, AD means Anno Domini. So, the Stone Age was the longest of all the ages. During the Stone Age, man basically developed or progressed towards a better life. They, okay, advanced towards a better life. The Stone Age is broadly divided into 3 periods. Underline that 3 periods, okay, as listed in the table in the next column. Namely, number 1 is Paleolithic Age. Paleolithic Age is also known as Old Stone Age. Okay. The second one is Mesolithic Age or Middle Stone Age. The third one is known as Neolithic Age or New Stone Age. Okay. Now, I want to tell you some major achievements or development that happened in these 3 periods. Okay. Please listen carefully. The major achievements or development or progress during these periods were in the Paleolithic Age. What happened in the Paleolithic Age? Okay, they discovered fire. Okay, they discovered fire. Now, your mom is cooking food at home with the help of fire. If fire was not discovered in the past, do you think your mom will be cooking food today? So, in the Paleolithic Age, they discovered fire and used stones for making tools. Okay. In the Mesolithic Age, what happened was there was beginning of agriculture, growing of crops. Okay, and domestication of animals. Now, growing of crops. When you grow a crop, what happens? Okay, you are growing crops for as a food crop or a cash crop. Today, you are having chamal, etc. That is rice, etc. Dal, etc. It is grown in the field. Okay, even the cabbage, etc. Okay, are grown in the field. So, you get, okay, vegetables as well as, okay, what we call grains from the agriculture. But why do we need domestication of animals? We need domestication of animals for milk, meat, okay, skin, fur, etc. No? Milk and milk products we need. Therefore, we domesticate animals or we tame animals or we keep animals for food. That food is known as milk or meat. Are you understanding? We need ghee also. So, where do we get ghee from? We get ghee from animals. Are you understanding? So, in the Mesolithic Age, there was beginning of agriculture and domestication of animals. Likewise, in the Neolithic Age, what happened? In the Neolithic Age, people started living in community. People started living in, okay, neighborhood. Okay? And in this age, people had a family. So, bonding of human as a family. So, family life started from the Neolithic Age. Okay. Now, let us study the Paleolithic Age in detail. Now, refer to the book Paleolithic Age. On the right hand side in page number 9, you find, okay, what does the word Paleolithic mean? The word Paleolithic is made up of 2 Greek words. Okay. That is known as, okay, that is known as P-A-L-A-I, okay, I-O-S, Paleos. It is written in the book below that, okay, what we call a column on the right hand side, okay. The Paleolithic man, okay, what does the word Paleolithic mean? The word Paleolithic is made up of 2 Greek words. Paleos means, okay, old. Now, whenever we are talking about Paleos, it means old, okay. And lithos means, okay, stone. So, what does Paleolithic mean? It means old stone age. It means old stone age. Are you getting my point? So, the Paleolithic man actually lived as hunters and gatherers because they were living in the old Stone Age. Therefore, they were known as hunter and gatherer. G-A-T-H-E-R-E-R, gatherer. They were known as hunter and gatherer. And they hunted or gathered food in small groups. They basically hunted animals in small groups, okay, and led a nomadic life. Now, what is a nomadic life? And so, this Paleolithic people basically led a nomadic life. Nomad. What is a nomad? Okay, they were called nomads. Nomads means wanderer, okay, or people who wander from place to place in search of food, clothing, and shelter. That is roti, kapra, or makan. Are you understanding? So, their main occupation was hunting. So, therefore, I have written down on the blackboard, it is known as hunters. They are known as hunters and they are known as gatherers. Are you understanding? Their main occupation was hunting and gathering food, okay? The Paleolithic man hunted animals either for food or to protect himself from wild animals. Hunting created the need for making weapons. Remember that. So, if you want to hunt animals, you need a weapon, okay, and instruments to hunt animal. Therefore, they started making tools, making instruments for hunting, okay, like weapons from stone, which was easily available in the environment. Wherever you go, you find stone. So, in the Paleolithic age, it is known as the Old Stone Age. So, only stone tools were known to them. Remember that in the Paleolithic age. Okay. So, now we are talking about, okay, the tools that was used by the Paleolithic man. Okay. The Paleolithic man used a variety or different kinds of stone tools, such as number one is known as flint. F-L-I-N-T, flint. Okay, Paleolithic man basically used flint tools. Okay, what is flint? It's a hard stone like silica. It's a hard stone like silica. It basically glitters. Okay, then they not only use flint, they also use basalt. They also use basalt, B-A-S-A-L-T, basalt. Now, basalt is a igneous rock. Now, last time only I told you there are three types of rocks: metamorphic rock, igneous rocks, and sedimentary rocks. Okay, so basalt is in a group of igneous rocks and is found near a volcano. So these types of rocks were used by the Paleolithic man, and they also use sandstone. Sandstone means is a sedimentary rock, and it is found in clay. Now, what is a clay? Clay is a mud. It's a soft, moist soil, okay? So, Paleolithic man used a variety of stone tools that are known as flint, basalt, okay, sandstone, okay? They also use wood as a weapon. Even bones they use as a weapon, okay? Bones of animals. After eating the flesh of the animals, they use bones as a weapon to hunt animals, okay? And shell of tortoise, okay? Like shell of animals like tortoise. Tortoise has a carapace, no? At the back. That was used as a shield, okay? And antlers, okay? Antlers means horns of deers were used as weapons. Are you understanding? So, horns are very, very pointed, have pointed edges. They were used as weapons in the olden times. Then this Paleolithic man used all these tools to hunt animals, okay? So, now Paleolithic man used big tools, okay? So, I am writing on the blackboard. P-A-L-A-E-O, Paleolithic. Now, look at the spelling, okay? Number of people makes mistakes in spellings, okay? In the Paleolithic age, okay? In the Paleolithic man basically used, okay? Big, okay? Big, C-R-U-D-E, crude tools, okay? Now you can see what kind of weapons were used by the Paleolithic man. They used big, crude tools. Now, big means large, crude means rough, blunt, which does not have sharp edges like a knife, okay? It was not sharp like a knife, okay? So, big, crude tools were used by the Paleolithic man, okay? Large stone tools were made which were rough and blunt, okay, by chipping stones. Now what does mean chipping stones? Now let's take an example of, okay, this chalk only. These two chalks I am holding in both the hands. Okay. Now if you look at these chalks, okay, they are made of, okay, what we call, okay, limestone. It is made of limestone. It is made of limestone. Now if I start doing like this way, this means, okay, one chalk is hitting another chalk. This is known as chipping. Chipping means, okay, when you chip, it breaks the rock. When you hit one rock with another rock, okay, what happens? A chipping, okay, is formed, okay. This method is known as chipping. So when you chip, okay, sharp edges are formed in a rock, okay. So in this way, they used to make stone tools, which was sharp, etc., which were used for hunting, okay. So not only hunting, but skinning of animals also. Now when you hunt an animal, when you kill an animal, you have to skin the skin of the animal also, okay, in order to eat, okay, and you have to chop the meat also, okay, and you have to split the bones also. You have to break the bones also. So for all these, okay, these big crude tools were used, okay, and these tools were also used for cutting the trees or digging up the ground to have roots. To have roots. What are roots? Now roots are edible plants that you find buried inside the ground. Edible means eatable. E-D-I-B-L-E. Edible means eatable plants, no? Like, okay, potato is also eatable. It is found inside the ground. Yeah? Crude tools like hand axes, choppers. Now, what kind of tools were used by these people? Okay, they used hand axes. Hand axes were used by these people. Okay, they used choppers for chopping the meat. Okay, these kind of tools were used. Number 1, number 2. Okay, and number 3. Number 3 is flake tools were used. Okay, flake tools are basically used for skinning the skin of animals. Okay. Remember that, were used during this period. And these tools were known as, these tools which were used by the Paleolithic man, okay, were known as, okay, M-A-C-R-O, macrolith. Please underline this in your book. Okay, they were known as macroliths. Macro means, okay, what does macro means? Okay, macro means large. Okay, then what does liths mean? Okay, it means L-I-T-H-O as lithos. So it means lithos. Lithos means stone tools. Large stone tools were used. So stone. So macro means large. Lith or lithos means stone. So large stone tools were used. So big crude tools were used by the Paleolithic man. Remember that. Okay. Some of the early stone tools that were used are mortar and pestle. So underline that M-O-R-T-A-R, mortar and pestle, that you find in the book in page number, which page number? You will find in page number 10. You will find in page number 10. Okay. Now what is mortar and pestle? Today also we use mortar and pestle. Okay. Okay. I am writing on the blackboard. So these are the tools that were used, okay, by the Paleolithic man also. So Paleolithic man used M-O-R, okay, T-A-R, mortar, and P-E-S-T-L-E, pestle, okay. Now what is mortar and pestle, okay? Now today also your mother, basically when it is, she is making masala. When she is making masala, she use siloto. She use siloto. So why she use siloto? For grinding masalas. For grinding masalas and indie grains. Isn't that so? So that grinding machine is called mortar and pestle. Are you understanding? So which is used in the kitchen daily. Okay. Now some of the early stone tools that was used were mortar and pestles, then arrowheads and spearheads. The tip of the arrow and the spear was made of stone. But the handle was made of wood. Are you understanding? They used choppers, stone tools that were used for chopping the meat, scrapers, stone tools that were used for skinning the skin of animals were used, and hand axes were used for cutting down trees and woods. Apart from hunting, man used stone tools for digging the earth. Why they are digging the earth? To find eatable roots, okay? And they use stones to bring down the fruits from the tree also, okay? So, to bring down the fruits from the tree, they use stone, okay? In India, prehistoric tools are found, okay, in Mirzapur, that is Uttar Pradesh, Bori, Maharashtra, Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh, Bhimbitaka, Madhya Pradesh, and in the valleys of Tungabhadra, Narmada, and Godavari River. And in these places, who dig the earth? Archaeologists dig the earth to find the evidence of the past. And this past was prehistoric. Prehistoric tools means there was no written document. So all the things, all the stories that have been told in our history book is basically on the things that was found, okay, buried inside the earth. They are known as archaeological sources. Hope you find this lesson useful. Thank you for listening.